Hey, and welcome back to another 3D printing video. Let's get into it. So I had the 3D printers running quite a bit from Wednesday, which means I had a lot to bring to the Saturday market. Now you can see here, well you can't really see it, the time's pretty much hidden by that cross there. We're leaving pretty late. Now, as you can see by the table, I was pretty packed. I mean, there was a lot of stuff that were really dense, and we fit really snug between these two tents. Now, remember that propeller thing I had on Wednesday? Well, I tried to print another one, but I made a new file for it because I forgot why. And somehow, this happened. Now you might be wondering, what? How did that happen? Why does it look like that? Well, I accidentally made the layer thickness 0.77 millimeters instead of 0.18 like I usually do, which means it came out really chunky. Nothing fit, and ended up trying to hammer in two pieces together with my own cash box, and it didn't work anyways. Now on a better note, my dad is trying to put together this flexible butterfly thing. Here's one of the prototype wings. It's real cool. Now as the day started to close and my chip bag started to run out, I walked away with a good $50-something. Saturday was a good market. Now later that night, I came across a toy which I thought would actually be pretty cool to model. It's basically this ring that you have to kind of flick around and get onto the hook, and you move your piece up, and the other person on the other side has to do that to move the piece back, and whoever gets it to the end first wins. But anyways, as the night closed and we drove back home, well, let's just say my luck started to run out a little bit. The next morning, I was woken to two prints. One of them failed, one of them good. Now the first print on the Ender 3 was one of those helicopter things where I fixed the file, but my filament that I took in with me to the market got all tangled up, so it stopped printing. Now the second thing I made was a wolf, which I will talk about later because that also didn't go good. Now as we pulled into the market, admittedly 30 minutes late, I started to set up and I realized I almost had nothing. And remember that wolf I talked about earlier? Well, the legs broke clean off while I was taking it off the bed. Apparently, I do need a little bit more than 2 walls for this wolf. You know what else needs more walls? Apparently the castle, because this kid in this photo managed to drop it on the table and break 2 of the tips off, which I was kind of annoyed about. Now, I didn't tell the parents because I kind of felt bad. He looks like he's like literally 2.5, and they did buy one of my serpent things, so it was all good. Now, to kind of, get a level head again, I went and bought a very expensive churro from this kind of weird looking Mexican food truck. It was $6 for these 4 churros, and it doesn't look like that bad of a deal, but they tasted like actual air, didn't fill me up, and that chocolate syrup might as well have been non-existent. Not only that, it took them like 10 minutes to make. I was like, man, I don't want any authentic Mexican churro, just heat something up in a microwave. Now leaving the market, I set out a goal. On Wednesday, I'm gonna have a lot more stuff. I wanna completely restock. Now I did fix that file, and I do have another Polcopter thing printing right now, along with a dinosaur, because I've run out of those. Anyways, see you on Wednesday.